Okay, and we're back for this little video to finish our second session of Jurassic Apocalypse because the live streaming cut out near the end of our main recording, and I don't know if I'm going to be talented enough or have enough time to like edit it together into a single video here. But yeah, so we established it's getting dark, and the sort of half crew of Raptor riders, including Orlando and Ruby, have just arrived at dusk at the volcanic springs, where they have come to look for Setter, who had disappeared while going off to look for medical help for JD. Yeah, so what are you doing to prepare for the night? You are out away from the settlement. You know that there are dinosaurs about. You've just run into some semi-hostile Pachycephalosauruses. So what are you doing to make camp here?
Yeah, I think I call out, you know, some roles, right, to the crew members I've got. I'm like, Sydney, establish a little perimeter for us. Everybody else, start pulling from your saddlebags. We're gonna make camp and search when we've got the light with us. Pretty boy, you're on first watch with me.
Uh, you keep calling me boy. You must be you're must be remembering me from a time when I was much younger. I forget how much older than me you are. You must be forgetting me from when I was a little boy. I assure you that I'm quite the man now. And I throw down my jacket and I say, and if you don't believe me, you can go ahead and ask Haymarket. She'll be sure to tell you that I am no boy, but I'm a man.
I like canter my raptor over towards Ruby. Okay, Romeo. You can boast all you want of prowess of one sort or another, but out here in the lava springs, all that matters is how old are you in that raptor saddle? And from where I'm sitting, you're less than a day. So I'm going to call you boy until you show me that it's not an appropriate appellation. Are we clear?
Oh, I suppose we are. We're clear on that this is your show that you're running, and boy, I'm sure glad you brought us all the way out here to these dangerous volcanic springs. Remind me again, what was so important that you disobeyed the direction of the chairman and sent out the whole squad? I keep forgetting what we're even doing here.
I'm like surreptitiously glancing around just to see if the crew's catching this and what their reaction is. What do I see anything? What is taken?
So I think so. Which what were the names of some of the crew that you
Let's just say
brought
that
along?
this may be a slight retcon, but let's say that we've got Marne, Sydney, and St. Louis, since they're the ones I
Okay.
gave names to
Yeah.
pictures for.
Okay. Oh, awesome. We got some nice pictures.
Oh yeah, there's some pictures in the character keeper.
In there. Yeah. Yeah. So you're having this little this testy kind of talk with Ruby, and I think that Sydney and St. Louis were working together to build set up a little shelter, and they kind of look at each other after hearing all this and kind of chuckle, and you hear St. Louis say, glad it's not me this time, because I think St. Louis is one that you often have to put back in their place.
No fucking discipline. Is go aggro on someone something you can use on another PC? I don't remember the. I'm not sure of the
Let me
mechanics here.
read it. Yeah, you could use that on a PC, I think, because it still gives them the choice of how they're reacting to it, right? They get to decide whether they force your hand or cave in. So you can use that on a PC just like on an NPC.
Yeah.
Do you want to go aggro on?
Why not? There's only so many sessions here. Yeah. Orlando kind of narrows her eyes. She's like, I think I've had just about enough lip from you. So you're going to pipe down and do as I said. Keep watch. Or you're going to be dealing with a raptor that's just been given the charge command. And we'll see if you're ready for your first rodeo, Romeo. Should I roll plus hard? Did I make that clear enough?
As long if the target of your threats is clear on the stakes, then you're good. So, Ruby, are you clear what it's going to mean if you have to force Orlando's hand or not?
Yeah, step in line, or it's going to be a little raptor rodeo.
Yep. All right.
Love it.
Oh no.
What'd you get?
That's a 3 on the board. Even with 2 hard, that's a miss, my friend.
Oh, that's a miss. Okay, be prepared for the worst. Okay.
Do I get experience? Do I get experience for a miss in this game or no?
No. You get experience when you roll with one of the stats that's highlighted.
But only once per session, or anytime I roll with that stat?
Anytime.
Oh, okay.
Anytime.
Well,
yeah. So you can
still get that experience.
you can like spam those moves that give you XP, and as long as it makes sense in the story that you're making that move, you can rack up a lot of XP at once. But okay, so you're making your threats to Ruby, and Ruby is considering his reply. And you hear a different voice from the darkness and the forest around you that actually says to Ruby, "Man, you should have gone on watch." And stepping out from the forest are 5 heavily armed people. And you can see that several of them are still like a little bit in the shadows. You can't get a good sense. They all definitely look very large, but the one that steps forward and that like gave you that nice little one-liner is holding a high-powered weapon. Also has a pair of horns above their eyes, much like a triceratops might have. And I think that might be a good cliffhanger to leave on there, if that is good for everyone else. So I believe we have the same slate of players for the next 2 sessions. So I don't think we have to worry about leaving anyone's character totally hanging.
Man.
Yeah. So I want to then quickly flip back to Slick and Setter, who are locked in the bathroom, and see how they plan to deal with that situation and do a little bit of their story to wrap us up, and we'll leave a little bit of time at the end for stars and wishes. So Slick and Setter, you've just heard the lock click on the bathroom door. You do have the rifle that you swiped from this guard. You also have now like an inch of water on the floor from the toilets that you set to overflow.
All right. Last option is to try and shoot the lock. I still can't hear very well from the last time the gun went off.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Right.
We can.
So is is this lock on the? Oh man, tell me about this. Well, yeah, tell me about this lock. Is it sort of protruding from the door? Is it? What's the mechanism look like?
Let's see. I think that I think that the lock is on your side. There is just kind of a little lever next to the door handle.
Yeah.
So there's no keyhole or anything on this side. There's just a little kind of lever there. But if you try it, it's been jammed so that you can't unlock it from inside.
I see. Okay. Slick, do you have like a nail and a hammer? Because the hinges are on the inside. We could just remove these pins and take the door off the wall.
Is there a move I can use to dig around in my pockets and see if I've got anything like that? Because just on a cursory glance, I don't got that.
Fair. Same.
Yeah, let me trying to decide if Rita Sitch might be the best fit here. So you're examining the situation to see. Although if you're looking for something specific, well, maybe we should just cook up a custom move, because I don't see anything that really fits the search around for stuff you might have. I know the chopper has that as a playbook move that you can see if your gang has stuff,
right?
But that's not something for general. So why don't we just cook up a custom move for this? Because I feel like this is the kind of thing we should roll some dice for, to see if you're able to dismantle this door from the inside. And let's have you roll plus let's roll plus sharp, because you're trying to find something, trying to analyze your situation.
Sure. Okay. So that is a straight 8.
An 8. Okay. So let me give you a choice then. So if you get it open, you can either get it open immediately, but you will run smack into those guards outside, or this could take you a while. But by the time that you get it open, actually no, it should be the other. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out the right way to make this a tough choice for you that's also plausible for what the guards would be doing outside, because they know they've got some unpredictable people trapped in this bathroom. So yeah, so one option will be that when you come out, the guards are both there waiting for you. Other option is, well, we'll just say that you take some harm, that you in the process of getting this door open, you slashed your hand open good or something like that, and you'll take 1 harm from that.
I'll go with the second one. I'll take some harm because
Okay.
not taking the harm previously got us locked in here in the first place.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So you have the stuff on you. We'll say maybe there was like some supplies in the bathroom that included something you were able to use to jimmy open the door there. And you're lucky enough that the guards are not right out there. Maybe they went looking for reinforcements or something. They definitely didn't stick around, but you do mangle your hand pretty good and take 1 harm from that.
Okay.
Because the door bits slip and slash you there. So you've gotten out of this bathroom.
Okay.
And the coast is clear for the moment.
Okay.
The lab that we're trying to take you to is right across the hall. You also, have a sense of how to get back to where you came from.
Right. I am of 2 minds, and one of them is I'm still missing my gun. I would like that, but I don't know who has it, and that's going to be a problem. The other mind is we are severely outnumbered as just the 2 of us. Neither of us is in a shape to actually fight. My suggestion would be, I know the way out. If we do want to dig into this further, we get out and we bring people back.
I think that makes perfect sense. You have wrecked your hand. Let me see your hand, Slick.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna fix you up.
Yeah.
Setter's gonna real quick try and do his healing touch and fix that hand.
Okay.
When you put your hand skin to skin on a wounded person and open your brain to them, roll plus weird.
All right.
This might make things real weird for the next session. Oh, shoot. Sorry. Only selected one. All right. That's a 7 plus weird is 8.
Is there a way I could roll to help?
Oh.
I would think so.
Okay.
If you're right there, and if Setter needs you to hold your hand this way to make this easier or something like that.
Is help useful though? If it's an 8, right? So does help give you +2?
If I get a 10 or more,
yeah,
it adds
Yeah.
+2.
Yeah. So you have to
So
get that
there's
high to be able to.
There's
make
a
a
possibility, however slim, but it exists, which is the only reason why I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Cool. So I'm adding 1 to this, and that is a 10. Oh my god!
All right. Awesome.
All right. On
So
a
yeah,
10
so
plus.
you heal that one segment,
Yeah.
and nothing else difficult or problematic results from that.
Cool. All right.
Wow.
All right.
Something worked
So
out. Weird.
I was almost hoping that that would go terribly wrong.
Me too.
But I've already put you two in a terrible position as the result of a bad roll at the very end of a session once.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So I think with that healed, I'm gonna look up at him, or I'm gonna look up at them and go, okay, while we're in better condition, we should still go now while the coast is clear. And I kind of want to head back to the cart and try and make our way out of here as best as possible.
Yeah. Just hurry. Just run.
Yeah.
okay, sounds good. All right, so that's a good spot to leave your characters. So let's go around, and so actually I'm gonna, or no, let's do this on the broadcast. Do our stars and wishes. So we'll just go in the order you are in the character keeper. So we'll do stars first. So that's one thing that you really liked about this session, or that you want to compliment someone on from this session. So Alexi, give us your star for the night.
Should we also do the session end thing? Possibly.
Oh yeah, sorry, I totally forgot about that. Yeah, we have to do that session. So each of you pick one person that you think that you know better as a result of what happens here, and you'll add 1 to your HX with them. And if it goes up to, how many is it? There were 4. Yeah, if that pushes it up to a +4, then you roll over, you go back to 1, but you get an XP.
I think I know Ruby better.
Yeah.
Ruby has inserted himself into my gang and made trouble.
Yeah.
Do I know Orlando better?
I kind of think you do.
Yeah.
Well, I know how to get you to challenge me to a raptor fight. So that's
Yeah, you got to see her leadership technique.
I've gone ahead and changed it, but I think it's unquestionable at this point. I think Setter definitely knows me better, and I know Setter better.
Yeah.
This is one long, crazy.
Yeah. It's a cool Odd Couples episode.
Yeah, in my head going, we'll meet next time, but going, oh my god. Whoa.
Cool.
All right.
Cool.
All right. So now we can do stars and wishes. So
Thanks.
yeah, Alexi, give us your star for the evening.
Yeah, a star to Devin for launching right in and making a cool character who's all up in my Raptor crew causing problems, and star to Stentor for the Pachycephalosauruses coming at us, because that was pretty great as a use of the setting and a way to work in some vehicle combat with dinosaurs, which I loved.
All right, and Peter, your star.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta give a star to Dan just for rolling with whatever I sort of threw at him. I mean, just the second we got into the bathroom and he was like, "What do we do?" And I was like, we just jammed the toilets full of toilet paper. And just immediately, yes, that is exactly right. What is toilet paper? And like, like I know last session we kind of established that we didn't want things to get too silly, but if it made sense for the characters, then we'd run with it. And I felt like this was one of those moments where it was like do or die. The situation of how to get through this is going to sound a little silly. Like there's no way around it. It's just going to be the case. So big star for that.
Okay, and Dan, your star.
I think star to Devin for sort of stirring some shit, man. That's it's kind of fun to have some intra-party conflict, and I think star to Orlando and Stentor for the idea of Raptors as vehicle combat is awesome, and I love that whole bit. And yeah, start up Peter, man, for I think we're making a cool team. I'm enjoying it so much.
Okay, and Devin, what's your star for the night?
Definitely star for the bathroom scene. Start to Peter and Dan for being like willing to be in character searching for the solution to that problem. It was really fun to watch and to see like toilet paper be the wrong answer, and then become the right answer. It was great.
Awesome. Yeah, I think you've all hit my main stars for the night. I will say that the idea of using the vehicle combat moves with the Pachycephalosauruses, that was all Alexi's idea. I was like, yeah, I'll throw some dinosaurs at you and see what happens. And then you were like, yeah, I want to use the vehicle moves. And I was like, that's brilliant. So I won't take credit for that, but yeah, you all did really well. And yeah, somebody was mentioning that we had established that we don't want to go like too wacky, but I feel like the whole toilet paper scene was kind of MacGyver style, right? You're making do with what you've got available to you and making it work. So I think that works. So yeah, so then go around and do wishes. So one thing that you would like to see in our next two sessions.
My wish is still get to interact with Setter and Slick, and I guess like an additional one is see some tensions finally boil over. And I know it's my fault for always rolling well on my like command my crew move, but at some point I do want to have to make an example of someone. So I'll just keep rolling that till I get something that's not a full success, I guess.
All right. And Peter, your wish.
I mean, I think it's got to be just get the whole gang together, and like I got such a kick out of the fact that like the Gaze into the Abyss sent the other team just in the complete wrong direction. But I think like now that we're on our way out, my hope is we can find a way to kind of like bring the two teams together, because I think there's a certain volatility to each character right now that could like conflict with certain things, but I'm far more interested to see what happens like when we're forced to actually work together, because just as evidenced between Setter and Slick, they're uncomfortable around each other, and yet what is happening?
I mean, you guys traveled a long way on that little golf cart underground. Maybe you were gonna like pop up in the lava springs,
Oh, okay, that's my wish.
Okay, and Dan, your wish.
I wanna see a dinosaur. I want to chill with a dinosaur. I think I've been sans dinosaur this whole time, and hopefully it's a gang of raptors and their riders.
All right. Yeah, that's true. I don't think your character has actually interacted directly with the dinosaur.
There was that guard with the weird eyes, though.
All right. Okay, and Devin, your wish.
So yeah, besides the obvious ones of meeting the other two characters in character, and hopefully Verizon has finished their work, so I'll have better signal next week and be live on video. I would add a wish that things get really go really poorly for Orlando and Ruby in a way that sort of forces them to work together. We've got it off pretty good right now. I'd like them to be dire. That would be fun.
All right. Yeah, and so my wish is just for all of you to keep playing your characters to the hilt like you have been. You've all made this a really easy set of sessions to MC for, because you've been giving me a lot to work with, a lot of cool ideas that you've been adding into the mix. So thank you very much for that. So with that, I will end our live stream here.